Kentucky basketball, one of the most successful programs in the history of college basketball. But while the UK coaches and players are winning conference titles and national championship, who's working hard behind the scenes to prepare the Cats for every game of practice? Well, our own KSTV's Bradley McKee takes us on an exclusive look at the UK equipment managers to see their unique roles both on and off the court.
I don't know, I'm famous now.
Brady Kennedy, student manager, University of Kentucky.
Blake Perkins. Welcome to the Joe Kraft Center, home of the greatest managers in the history of college basketball. We're not that good though.
Actually, they are that good. A team of 9 UK student managers. From day to day, things can vary.
Honestly, every day is different. That's what's good about this job. You don't go through a single day that's ever exactly the same. Help out others. It's a helping job. As long as everybody else is happy, that means you're doing your job. Work behind the scenes. Don't look to get the credit for anything. Do the dirty work. Anytime anybody wants something, we're here for them.
A lot of our job really is just making sure everybody around us is happy. A lot of it's relationship based, making sure our guys are happy, making sure coaches have what they need, making sure the players have what they need.
It's probably a lot different than people think. Really, it can vary from one thing one day to something totally different the next day. Like right now, I'm working a lot. We do our Christmas party for needy families, so we're getting ready for that, and we do a big party. There's laundry every day. We always make sure the drinks are full. The guys have their practice stuff ready, shoes, whatever they need, whatever the coaches need. It really just depends day to day what phone call you get.
Our managers are everything. I'm gonna be honest with you. They take a lot of hits. They take a lot of anger. They take a lot from us, from the coaches. So they do a whole lot that nobody sees.
What's up, guys? Guess we shouldn't put the Christmas music on today, huh? We should. Being a student manager as an undergrad, it teaches you a lot of responsibility and time management. So it's basically like having a full-time job while being a student. So even if you don't get into college athletics, it's going to prepare you for your next job.
Honestly, a lot of it is just being able to give up things that you normally wouldn't have given up. I know like everybody sees you on TV and think that it's like the glamour, but it's the time that you get a call at like 8 or 9 at night to go, someone needs something, or maybe a late practice has been called, or something out of the ordinary where you wouldn't normally get to do. So a lot of it is just being ready 24/7 to really do anything and prepare way in advance.
Something that a lot of people can do, but to be able to deal with the time management, especially because I mean, I'm trying to go and become a guy in the financial world, be a banker. I mean, I have to also worry about my classes and stuff because I'm trying to get a job with BB&T or a big bank someday like that.
Another big job is not stepping on anyone's toes.
Keeping everybody happy. And when you're the equipment manager, everybody wants to be your best friend when they want something.
If I was going to tell somebody, I'd say it's not for the faint of heart. It's one of those things where when you watch the games on TV, you think, okay, now they get to go relax. This is a year-round commitment if you really want to do it. And you have to really love just the sport.
Not step on anybody's feet at the beginning, not trying to do too much, and you work your way up. So that's how you gain the trust. And basically just don't mess anything up, and if you do, don't mess it up too bad and go and fix it.
This job's a lot more involved than I think most other basketball schools. Actually, last year I went to an SEC equipment convention. I found out I was the only full-time equipment guy in the SEC that does just basketball. So all the football guys understand it, and they're like, yeah, well, it's different there, but no other school, it's graduate assistants or even the students who do the equipment. But here, there's so much more that goes into it with the history of the program, Mr. Kitely, how many photo shoots and things like that we do. It's a lot more full-time. And Cal was actually, I talked about that with him, and he was intrigued too, and said, well, yeah, there's so much more going on here than other schools. So I just think the position carries the weight it does because it's Kentucky.
I do this fridge the same way, have the same game day ritual every time. 2 pieces of spearmint gum in the first half, 3 pieces of caramel candy in the second, Ale 8 and some Garditos in the first half, or before the game starts. I'd like to say it's worked pretty well for 4 years.
Gum for players, coaches, you name it. Mitch. Everybody on game day always says, "Where's the gum?"
Big thing this job's definitely taught me is that precision is key.
This is where we always keep the game jerseys, away and home. We just wash them here and then we'll air dry them. So we do the jersey in the front and then the short behind it, and they're all labeled so that way you know who is what.
And what they do know is how important the relationship is amongst one another.
We lived with each other and we became friends, and it's good to be able to work with your friends, essentially. So it makes things a lot easier, and when times get rough, you have someone to talk to, and like you just have somebody there that you make it fun, honestly. Because when I come in here, it doesn't feel like a job, because we got people like Blake. And
I remember we were packing up shirts, I think, from registration, and there's this tall, lanky, brown-haired kid, and I'm like, and everybody loves him. They're talking to him. I was like, this kid better not beat me out for this spot. I've been working for 2 weeks. This isn't gonna happen.